On introducing myself and also introducing the Caribbean Garden Living channel here on YouTube. Yeah, we said we'll grow. If you look in the description, yeah, we said that we'll grow, the herbs, the fruits that our ancestors, yeah, used to grow, yeah, things that they teach us about, and some of us forget it. Now, being here on the Caribbean Garden Living channel, a lot of things will come back to you. A lot of things you will remember, yeah, after being a part of this movement. Yeah. So, this is a movement of Ja people, as Bob Marley would have said. Yeah, movement of Ja people. Welcome to Caribbean Garden Living. Yeah, man, welcome. Yeah, where we can have fruits like soursop. Great sunrise, Great rise, beloved. Yeah, man. Welcome again. Welcome to Jamaica. Yeah. My name is Herbalawes. Yeah. And this is a new channel on YouTube. Where we grow traditional herbs for tea. Yeah. This is a rosemary plant. Yeah. Do you have a rosemary plant at home? What do you use it for? Because rosemary can use for a lot of things. Yeah. Do you love rosemary plant? What is your favorite herb plant? Yeah. I'm just hacking up the soil, so that the plant can breathe properly. The plant needs oxygen, just like you and I, Just like you and I. The plant needs oxygen. Just trying to give the rosemary plant some more sun. Yeah. So this is my second video. Yeah. And I introduce myself as Herbalawes. Yeah, I am herbalawes. Welcome to Caribbean Garden Living. Yeah, man, this is a spirit weed plant. Yeah, because on this channel we grow traditional herbs for tea. Yeah, so on the Caribbean Garden Living lifestyle. Yeah, no scraps is from the kitchen goes to waste. These are plant skins. Yeah, and if you're in the Caribbean, especially Jamaica, you know what plant is. You know, some will ask the question, what is the difference between plantain and banana? Yeah, I think the plantain skin is much thicker and the plantain is much bigger than the banana. Yeah. What's your favorite way to prepare the plantain? My favorite way is to fry it, press it. Yeah, that's a nice way, you know. Yeah, so fry it, you just get it out of the skin, and after getting it out of the skin, you maybe cut it up. Yeah, place it in oil. Yeah, to fry, and then you can use the same skin to press it. Yeah, so in the Caribbean garden, yeah man, we don't waste anything. Let me show you what I do with it. So I have an igloo over here where I put all scraps is. Yeah, allow it to break down and then use it back as compost. You know, I also have a compost here, right here. Yeah, so no scraps is go to waste. Sun, you know, because possibly they are getting too much shade where they are. Yeah, so welcome to the Caribbean, where the sun is divine. Yeah, which part of the Caribbean I am? Jamaica to be exact. Yeah, Jamaica nice. Jamaica is a great place. Jamaica is a place where a lot of people around the world want to, you know, come. Yeah, Jamaica is a place where we have the fastest track athletes. Yeah, like the great Usain Bolt. Yeah, the great Merlin Atty. Yeah, the great Asafa Powell. Yeah, and the great Shelley Fraser. Yeah, a lot of greats come from this island, you know. And I'd have to spend an entire, maybe month shouting out the greats. But there are many greats, you know. There are many, 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 many greats. You know, great musician. Yeah, great reggae artists, great dancehall artists. Yeah, man, welcome to the island Jamaica. And if you are new here, yeah, it's a new channel. And if you just join, yeah, welcome, beloved. Yeah, what is the Caribbean Garden Living channel all about? We grow traditional herbs for tea. Like this plant here is called fever grass, otherwise called lemongrass. And as the name suggests, fever grass, yeah, it aids with, you know, benefits, yeah, which when we were growing up as a child, yeah, mama, papa would have said, growing at the back cut piece of fever grass, especially if you run up and down in the rain and you have a little sniffle. Yeah, man. This is one of our go-to tea in Jamaica. Yeah, man. And in between there is a plant called vervain. Yeah, man. Vervain plant is always around, but yeah, when the pandemic came about, yeah, maybe what, 2019, 2020, 2021, yeah, vervain got more popular, you know, and as our ancestors would teach us, and as we would remember, you know, that vervain can help with, yeah, cold flu, you know, any of these symptoms, yeah. So it became popular at that time. Yeah, man. Respiratory problem, all them problem there. Yeah. So welcome. Another go-to herb plant is leaf of life. Yeah, and as the name suggests, leaf of life. Yeah, when we were growing up, you know, if you have cold on your chest, yeah, our elders, which some of them are they are our ancestors today, they would take this herb plant, you know, break a couple leaves, you know, pound it up, get the juice from it, yeah, and you drink it, and it remove the mucus from the body. It remove the mucus, the cold from the stomach. Yeah, so leaf of life is a go-to herb. If you are in the Caribbean, what do you use the leaf of life for? Yeah, or wherever you are, you know, because I know this channel will attract people from all over the world, you know. What do you use this plant for? Yeah, man. So, welcome, beloved. Yeah, man, welcome, beloved. Welcome, beloved. Yeah. You familiar with this plant right here? Yeah, come a bit closer. So this plant right here is called a susumba plant. It's also called gully bean. Now, this plant, the fruit from this plant is a bitter fruit. Yeah? Now in the 1930s, here in Jamaica, here in the Caribbean, yeah, the fruit from this plant was a staple vegetable. Yeah, man, it was a staple vegetable in Jamaica here, in the Caribbean here, you know. And yeah, it is still around, but not as much as at that time, you know, because I guess we have many different choices of vegetable. Now, every culture have their poor food source, and this is one of our poor food source. You know, it may be not nowadays people poor food source, but our ancestors or people who were here in the 1930s, this was one of their poor food source. Yeah? Now, a friend of mine messaged me a couple of hours ago and asked me, you know, telling me that he have a friend who is suffering from anemia. And I suggest this plant, the susumba, the gully bean. Yeah, man, powerful, yeah, source of iron, you know, because being anemia, yeah, then the body is lack of iron, you know. So if the body is lack of iron, the minerals from the plant, the iron from the plant can help with such problem. Yeah, man. So gully bean, yeah, don't let it go extinct. Yeah, man, plant it in your backyard, man. Yeah, and allow it to come. I don't get any fruit from it as yet, but just taking care of it. Yeah. So I want to introduce a plant to you, beloved family. Yeah? So this plant right here is called Panadol. Yeah, man, Panadol. Yeah. Now this plant was introduced to me recently. Yeah? And when this plant was introduced to me, yeah, they say that, you know, if you blend a piece of this with some pineapple juice, you know, it could aid with any form of pain, toothache, yeah, joint pain, all those things. Yeah, I've tried it. Yeah, and I must say, it is good. Now, I had an issue, yeah, after getting this plant. And the issue I had was brushing my teeth, and the toothbrush bruised my gum, you know. And I remember, yeah, the suggestion when the plant was introduced to and I decided to do the same blend, and it worked. In a few hours, my gum was healed. Yeah, man. So I am still learning about this plant. Yeah, and the next good thing is that it's a good companion plant. You know, a plant that can, you know, plant with other herb plants or other vegetable plants. Yeah, why is it a good companion plant? The Panadol plant doesn't only help with pain or healing of the body, you know, the Panadol plant can also use as a natural deterrent of pests. Yeah, a natural pest control. Yeah, so yeah, seeing it all over the garden. It's not just here to aid with any form of illness or sickness, but it's also here to deter pests from the garden. Yeah. The Panadol plant also promote healthy soil. Yeah, so if your soil not good and you plant it in your garden, it promotes healthy soil. Yeah, so the Panadol plant is such powerful plant. Yeah. Yeah, so welcome to Caribbean garden living. Yeah man, Jamaica to be exact. Yeah, and if you like or love herb plants, you know, if you are a connoisseur of herb plants, if you like to grow herb plants, yeah, if you like to do gardening, well, you're at the right place. This channel is a channel that will welcome you, and I will say welcome beloved. Yeah. Now this channel is not for herbalawes to talk, share my views and opinion. It's an open space. It's a space that I welcome all your suggestion, yeah, all your opinion. Your opinion is appreciated right here. Yeah man, so welcome. Lemongrass, fever grass is also not a plant that is only good for health problems. You know, as I said, as the name suggests, fever grass, but with its wonderful aroma, with its distinct smell and taste, yeah, it can also use in your meal. You know, people around here in Jamaica use this even if them a cook a pot of dumpling. You know? Yeah, just to give it that flavor. I mean, if you're a meat lover, people even season up them chicken or their favorite meal with this herb, you know? One of the things I would like to see, you know, just like the Chinese, whenever I visit a Chinese or any of these European restaurants, they use the herbs in their cuisine a lot. You know, a lot of us in the Caribbean here, a lot of us in Jamaica, we only remember the herb when something is wrong with us. You know, but the herbs can be a part of your life. Yeah, it's not just for tea, but yeah, it can be placed in your favorite cuisine. Use up the herb, man. The more you use the herb, is the more, yeah. Remember that we are sentient beings, you know. we feel we can express ourselves. So the more we use the herb is the more we will feel it and know about it. So don't overuse the herb. And when I said don't overuse the herb, I mean everything is done in moderation. And everything have a portion. Yeah? If you don't know about the herb, yeah, there are people out here who do research and know about the herb. So, yeah. Ask somebody who know the herb to, teach you about the herb. Yeah. I've introduced some herb plants to you, and now I'm introducing some fruit tree plants. Do you identify this plant? Yeah? If not, this is a fruit tree, and this fruit tree is called star fruit. Yeah? Now this fruit, why it is called star fruit, is because the shape of the fruit, or when you cut it, it's in a star shape. There's also a herb that is called star anise. Yeah? Star anise seed or star anise herb plant is also a good plant that can help with any form of inflammation in the body. Yeah. And this is the star fruit. Yeah. It's not a bearing fruit tree as yet. So I hope to have some fruit from it one day. Now a good blend with the star fruit is with pineapple. Yeah man, pineapple and star fruit, a good blend. But pineapple and star fruit is a good blend juice, but without the ginger. When you add the ginger to it, yeah, and the ginger is a powerful herb, is a powerful source. Yeah. Any form of joint pain. Yeah. Ginger. Ginger do the job, man. Yeah. So this is a star fruit tree. So on the Caribbean garden living, we also use what we have until we get what we want. What I mean about that, we use even tires to plant herbs in it. Now, initially, these tires were used to plant corn. Yeah. And you know the saying, if you plant corn, you reap corn. Now, after harvesting the corn, yeah, I decide to, put other stuff in here. Even though most of what is in there now was in there before. And these are some Panadol plants in the tire. Now actually, as I said earlier, the Panadol plant is a good companion plant. Yeah? And I had planted these Panadol plant in between the corns. Yeah, because as I said, it helps to deter pests. It's a natural pest deterrent. So I share some of the good things in this channel or in this garden. Yeah. But I am also going to share some of the obstacles. Now, the obstacles is not something that keep us down for long. And when I say obstacle, I mean that where I am, we don't get a lot of rain, you know, in the last couple of years. You know, so water become a problem. So we have to store water. Yeah? So that whenever time there's no water in the pipe itself, we still have water to water the plants. So that's one of the problem that we have here. Yeah. So I say we use what we have until we get what we want. Yeah. Boy, the sunshine round here in the Caribbean, round here in Jamaica, it's nice, it's divine. Now, so we say we use what we have until we get what we want. Now, what holds the French thyme and the nice vervain plant? It's a old stove. Yeah, so instead of throwing it away, we use it to plant herb in it. Yeah, so from a igloo, tires, yeah, also a bath, we use everything what we have until we get what we want. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So I wish I could show you everything in one episode or one video. Yeah? But there's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of experience to share. Yeah? But I hope that in this episode you have learned a little or a few about herbal laws, and you learned about the Caribbean garden living. Yeah, man. So like, share, subscribe, share this with somebody who like plants, who like gardening, who like herb plants. Yeah, man. Tell them that there's a garden channel that is a safe space, that your opinion is appreciated. Yeah, man. So welcome, beloved. See you in another episode. Herbal laws out here doing the thing.